This is my light now, B. This is so you know, B. There's Wing, there's twist up on the mic, two friends brought together just to talk at night. Remember those days, dreaming about getting paid. Now we live in the dream, no more plans delayed. Fresh thoughts, new crowd, listen up real close. Click, like, comment, and share with your folks.
Day and night, night and day. Tune into the ish we gotta say. Laughs and stories, wisdom flows with Killer B and K. Twist, anything goes.
From sitting in the room, scheming on the low, to live broadcast where the thoughts just flow. If you call in, better be on P's and Q's. Might get dragged down these avenues. We talk the talk and we walk the walk, bringing life to the dreams we used to chalk.
Day and night, night and day. Tune into the ish we gotta say. Laughs and stories, wisdom flows with Killer B and K. Twist, anything goes.
It's more the podcast, it's a vibe, it's a feel. From the basement days to our first big deal, we hustle and grind with passion so true. Every episode's a journey, come join the crew. It's more the podcast, it's a vibe, it's a feel. From the basement days to our first big deal, we hustle and grind with passion so true. Every episode's a journey, come join the crew.
Day and night, night and day. Tune into the ish we gotta say. Laughs and stories, wisdom flows with Killer B and K. Twist, anything goes.
My God, here we go. Here we go.
Hey,
Here
so
we go.
look, I'm gonna need you. I'm gonna need you to tell us what the difference between gangster and truly gangster.
All right. Real simple. The gangsters of the day, real simple. All right. First of all, the majority of them still living at home with mama. All right. Chasing colors, swearing to God that the street belongs to them and their neighborhood. All right. They ain't got really no money. Okay. And they
Broke
run
is-
around and, huh? They
Broke is a joke.
broke is a joke. Okay. Okay. Jumping motherfuckers like they a pack of wolves. All right. Okay. Afraid to fight one man on man, mano y mano.
Oh yeah, they gotta have their gang with them.
Okay. Gotta have the boys with them. Okay. You know, it's thuggish. Okay. And then, you know, they not like how it was back in the 30s and 40s and stuff. Okay, those gangsters had suits on. Okay,
Absolutely.
they was wearing real money. Things were done strategically. You know,
Stacey Adams.
okay, you had a boss. Okay, that wasn't playing games with nobody. Okay, and everybody knew that if you was paying in the neighborhood and you paid to the wrong person, the boss was gonna find out.
Woo.
Okay, because you playing with his money.
Uh-oh.
All right. Okay, and then them boys would come at you with some tom-toms. They didn't even think twice about it. Okay,
Ooh,
it
not
was
the tom-tom.
okay, and you and your car got shredded up. Okay, okay, and that was business. That was considered business, not even personal. That was business.
Yeah.
You know,
You became
You know-
victim of the rat-tat-tat-tat.
man, and then some. Okay, okay, and there's a difference between a clip on a tom-tom and then a barrel on a tom tom. Okay,
God.
okay, clip on a tom tom, you got 30, 40 rounds. All right, coming at you. A barrel on a tom tom, okay, you got 100 plus saying, "Hello, honey, I'm coming home." Shoot. All right,
Man.
and they looking for your body to embed themselves in. Shoot. Big difference. You know, you was either handling business, okay, or you was dead back then. Over here, okay, this day and age, you ain't handling no business. Okay, you do something stupid. I carjack somebody. Okay, okay, okay. I had a warrant for jaywalking.
He around here throwing up gang signs and people
Okay,
think you deaf.
okay, exactly. Okay, they don't know what you're talking about. What? Shit. Okay. It's a whole different story. Back then, there was no gang signs. Okay, there was shoot or not shoot. There was no such thing as a gang sign. They put up a trigger finger. Somebody knew you was getting popped. That was it.
Okay, okay.
You know, there was no gang
Broad
signs.
daylight.
Okay, there was no east side this and west side that and south side or north side nothing. You know, shit. This day and age, you get out of jail and shit. Mom's like, "How you doing?" and whatever, and welcome back home, and you're like, "Yeah, Stevie and Uncle Benny said hi." You know, okay.
And-
Mark wants you to put some money on his books. Well, you tell him I said hi when you get back over there, because she already know you going back. She know you going back. Mom know you going back. Shit. She ain't even gonna lay down, make up your bed for you for the night. She's like, he'll be back in jail by 5 o'clock.
You
I
gotta
don't even. I don't even need to fix him a plate. Shit, I already know.
pick him up. They coming to pick him up.
Shit. Police calling the house talking about is Johnny already there? Yes, he's here. Come pick him up. I didn't even fix him a plate. Okay, have a few donuts for you officers, but no, I didn't make him anything. Shit, come on.
What did he do this time?
He walked out the jail cell. That's what he did. Shit.
He had a little mix up with Al Jit down at the 7-Eleven.
Got him pissed off because you done stole his bubble gum. Shit. Police department's like, ain't gonna be none of that. We already told you. Hell yeah, it's gonna be. It's gonna be something. Sure. Your grandmother sees you. Oh, I get you something for baby. Hold on. Okay. All she does is pack you a toothbrush because she know you gone for a minute. Shoot.
Yeah, I used to wonder, it's like it was gang banging was just so brainless to me. It's like, what gratification do you get out of gang banging? It's like nothing good comes out of it. I mean, it's like you constantly living in anger,
Mm-hmm.
anger and fear. You can't go certain places. I was able to go anywhere I wanted to go, whether it was in Compton, Watts, Jordan Downs, uh, Nickerson Gardens, you know, anywhere I wanted to go, any chick that I was dealing with, guess what? I was able to walk smack dab in the middle of any projects. And I dated, several chicks from the projects, and I had carte blanche. Why? Because I was unaffiliated.
Well, see, with that being said, okay, here's the seriousness of that. Okay, back in the old days when they were gang banging, okay, they didn't care if you walked through their neighborhood, as long as you weren't messing with their money. They didn't care. Okay, you could be dating a girl in the same neighborhood as that entire group. Okay, and understand the majority of the gangs back then, they were all family. Okay, Polly and together, and Uncle Tommy, and everybody was family. You know, these guys are recruiting family. Oh, we got the Mendez brothers, and we got the Rodriguez, and the Zelamantos, and shit. It's like fuck, y'all just recruiting motherfuckers. Y'all don't. None of y'all even related to each other. Well, except for Uncle Billy, he's still inside. I don't know. You said hi. Come on, shit. Let's be real. It was all about business back then. Over here is like, if you personally make him look bad, okay, it's gonna be some shit. Okay, I'm gonna shoot you because you stole my cousin's shoes. you know. Okay.
Man.
I'm gonna kill you because you looked at my hyena. Which one, fucker? You have 3 of them. Shit.
They don't want you looking at none of them.
Okay. Looking at female is off the chart in this neighborhood. Don't do it. Come on.
Ice front, Holmes. Ice front.
Okay.
That's
crazy.
crazy.
At least when they went to jail, they didn't have to worry about nobody trying to screw them when they dropped the soap. Shoot, these guys are trying to screw each other left and right. And drop this soap, Holmes. We waiting. Come on, let's do that. Shit.
Oh, dude.
I'm sorry, I gotta be mean. I gotta be mean.
Hey, who was the head butt banger in charge? What was his name? Fleece Johnson. Hey, his last name was Johnson.
Oh Lord.
Fleece Johnson. Are you kidding me?
Are you messing with Johnson's Johnson?
I wonder was his last name really Johnson? Because to be a master butt banger, I'm with a last name of Johnson is just too much of a coincidence.
Hey, they just call it like it is.
Like his last name is Johnson, nigga.
That's some shit. That's some shit right there.
Nah, that's horrible is what that is. That is some horrible mess right there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I just wanted you to clear that up, man. I needed to know the difference between gangster and gang banging. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew that there's a difference.
There's a big difference.
A big difference.
And education
See,
be the biggest difference.
you're right. You're totally right. See,
Education is the biggest difference.
Being gangster, right?
Doesn't mean you're educated.
You might be in crime, but you in organized crime where, like you said, you're educated and you're able to go and get city and state contracts and government contracts and have people working for you, and you know what you're doing, and you're a good businessman, and you're knowledgeable, you got wisdom, and you got a family who don't know nothing about what you're doing.
Well, see, that's the thing
illegal.
back then too. And see, that's the thing about back then too. Okay, the majority of the so-called gangsters back then, they let the women and children out of it. They kept them out of it. They didn't even involve them in it. Them kids didn't know nothing that was going on until they got older, and as if they wanted to get involved. They didn't have to get involved. They're not getting forced to be involved.
No, they were steered away from the life.
Yes. Okay. A lot of those gangsters back then, they had legitimate as well as legal and as well as illegal businesses. They were doing both sides.
That's right. But they had the education
to do both sides
and the know it all. The wherewithal to exactly.
Yes. Okay. Okay, the family businesses and everything else that was going on, whether it be the corner store or the rug place or the bourbon store up the street or the cigar place, whatever the case may be. You know, even if those places were fronts for uh what illegal activity they were doing, hey, they was making money regardless.
Hand over fist.
Okay, these mugs can't even pull themselves out of grandma's shoe. You know, I'm
Oh
still wearing
God,
granny
you're right.
shoes. I'm still wearing granny shoes, and I'm still in mama's house. Okay, I still got that old ass car. You know, you
Yep.
know. Come on, they never grew up. Let's call it what it is. A lot of them haven't grown up. Okay, when you still see a guy my age, I'm 51 years old. When you see a guy my age, okay, still wearing his pants around his ass, okay, shoes with big ass fat shoestrings in them, okay, talking about what up, blood, what up, cuz, whatever the case may be, all right, and still rolling on a bicycle. Come on, come on, okay.
Hey,
We
it's funny that you mentioned that, bro. Because I could go to my neighborhood right now and see dudes that I grew up with. I'm 53 years old, and I know dudes my age that are still on them BMX bikes rolling around the hood.
they probably had 56 of them bikes, okay, compared to your one or two cars. Well, somebody stole my bike. Well, I got to steal another one. Okay,
And rolling
all
around and
them.
got two and three kids.
Okay,
I'm
driving
like,
around
dude,
acting
what you
like,
still on a bike for?
what was that movie, Baby Boy?
Oh
What?
yeah, heck yeah.
Acting like that shit. Come on, let's call it what it is. Okay, all right. Some of these guys don't want to grow up, never will grow up. The hood is all they know, and that's
That's all they
sad.
know.
And that is sad as hell.
Ain't
Okay,
been nowhere. Ain't trying to
don't
go
want to go no.
nowhere.
You ain't trying to go nowhere. Okay, they'll sit there and tell you how long a candy wrapper's been at the same damn corner for the last 6 weeks. They know that. Okay. Shit, they know old man Johnson down the street got that malt liquor on sale for a buck 25. You know,
Wow.
come on. Okay, they know where to get zigzags for free.
Oh, not the free zigzags.
I'm just saying, shit. Okay, got your sister up the street trading hair for fucking some marijuana. Come on, the fuck?
And you got fools walking around with tears on their eyes, and for what? I mean, you ain't did no time, and you ain't got
Ain't,
no bodies.
ain't especially nobody's. Okay, and if you so much as hear a firecracker go off, your ass is hiding under the bed.
Oh man, give me a
Okay,
break, man.
I'm sorry. 4th of July must have been screwed up. All these guys inside and shit underneath their beds, talking about I'll wait until they stop shooting.
No, honestly though, it's like one tear in my hood, one tear meant that you did 5 years.
Yep,
You did a you did a you did a nickel. You
yep,
know what I'm saying? Now if you
right,
had 2 years, nigga, you was a triple OG. You know what I'm saying? You was well, at least a
right.
double OG. You was a
Yeah,
double OG. You know, and you got mad respect, because they
yeah,
know it was hard. It was hard down there. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
so
Big
yeah, man.
difference. Big difference.
Yeah, the
Big
homies
difference.
in my hood got love. You know what I'm saying? It's like, they got respect. I'm not glorifying, doing jail time or nothing like that, but I'm just just highlighting the difference between dudes nowadays got all these tattoos, and it's like you just basically using your body as a coloring book.
Pretty much.
It don't mean nothing. It used to mean something back in the early 80s and 90s and whatnot. It
Now it
used
just
to
means
mean something.
now it just means you're stupid. That's what it
Yeah,
means to
now,
me.
yeah. I mean, it's like the weakest dudes got the most tattoos.
Hmm. Wait a minute. And they're not only tattooing their arms and backs and legs and chests and stomachs and stuff. Okay, they all over their forehead and on the cheek and on the inside of their lips and shit. Okay, back of their ears and stuff like that. It's like, oh, you just went crazy with a crayon, didn't you? You just went crazy.
That's that's
Didn't
for
know
that
what.
menacing look. They want to
Okay,
look menacing.
menacing. Okay, man, it looked like somebody went crazy with some spray paint. That's what it looked like. Shit, you know. Okay, because you know as well as I know, tattoos, okay, when they're first done and if they're done right, okay, they last night. They last a long time. They look real nice, okay? But when they done just by whomever, okay, them things start to fade, the lines start to blur and stuff. It just look like a big blob on your arm. It don't it don't even look like what it's supposed to look like.
Yeah, it looked like a 5-year-old did it.
Like I said, crayons. Crayons. We got crayons for everyone. Yeah, it's pathetic, man. I'm sorry. Sorry. Hate
That's
to,
that's what it
I'm
is.
sorry. I'm sorry y'all feel that I might be knocking you down, okay? But it's just the truth. Okay, the honest truth is the gangsters of today, okay, are not like the gangsters of yesteryear. They're not. Okay? They had more control. Okay, they listened to their elders. Okay, okay, they kept the family out of the business. All right, made the kids go to school. All right, it was all about money. It was all about business. It had nothing to do with who took whose shoes or anybody else's crap or somebody talked bad to my girlfriend. It had nothing to do with all that. It had to do with business. Period. You know.
Well,
You
look,
know.
I got something to say to the gangbanger.
Okay.
Okay, can
Don't
I
say
can
it.
I can I can I use
Please,
this time to say something of substance?
please say something. Please say something.
It's okay to the young man who is claiming a hood. I'm talking to Hispanics, the essays. I'm talking to any all the B's and C's and uh and Pyrus. You know, it ain't your responsibility to continue the cycle of from school to jail to the graveyard because you got dead homies behind gangbanging. It ain't your responsibility, big dog, to carry on a legacy of death and just of death and destruction. Just because your homeboys or your daddy's homeboys or your sister's homeboys or your best friend, your brother, your cousin, your uncle, your nephew, your daddy, just because they die for the set don't mean that you gotta die for the set. I mean, I mean, do I have something? Do I have it all wrong, Killer B?
Nope, not at all.
Am I
Okay,
tripping?
no, not tripping. Okay, and understand. We're not dissing you. Okay, we're not dissing you. Okay, we're telling you. Okay, it's time for you guys to educate yourselves. It's time for you guys to grow up. Okay, and take care of your family. Okay, change the legacy that is upon your family. Be real with your family. Okay, have lasting years with your family. Not sitting in no cell. A cell is no life. Okay? Sitting in a grave is definitely no life. Okay? Because the truth of the matter is, and I'm going to say this, you're going to,
You're gonna
or,
get deleted.
yeah, okay, I'll say
You
it that
too.
way.
We're gonna get deleted. Yeah, you're gonna get deleted.
You're going to get deleted, and everybody who knew you is going to show up. and they're gonna cry, and they're gonna be upset, and they're gonna mourn you. Okay, within that time, everything that you used to own is gonna get given out to whomever, friends, family, whatever. So everybody can have a little bit. If it's not being sold off, all right, and people are going to go on with their lives. They're gonna go on with their lives, okay, and they'll talk about you, but then they'll soon forget, okay, about the funeral and who you were in the family, and the loss and the pain will start to fade, and they're gonna go about their business. They're gonna go about
This
their
is
business,
true.
their lives, and they're gonna go on without you.
Yep. Truer words have never been spoken, bro. They will. And people will laugh and joke at your funeral.
Hmm.
They're not laughing and joking on you, but guess what? This is how they cope. You know, they're
Hmm.
gonna laugh and they're gonna talk to each other. They're gonna converse. They're gonna mingle with each other, and it's a part of moving forward.
Yep, exactly.
They're
And that's
gonna
what they
they're gonna move forward
without you,
without you,
without
and
you.
you'll be a memory, and that's it.
And what sucks is the ones that have to pay for it the worst, because you gone. It's your family,
And
your mother.
most
Yeah.
likely you're gonna have kids.
Mother, father, your kids.
It be
Okay.
you broke gangbangers that be having the most kids out of anybody in the family. You'll
Hmm.
have you'll have Uncle Roger married and got two kids. You'll have Uncle Kevin that's married and might have one kid. And here you got Ray Ray or Pookie got four and five kids all across town.
Oh yeah.
They all live
And
within 5 miles of each other.
you girls too. Okay. Okay. You're gonna leave somebody with the responsibility of raising your kids, because you
You're gonna
gone.
leave another man with the responsibility of raising your kids.
Hmm.
Okay? And if the mama is right about it, if she do things right, it's another man that's gonna be whooping your kids behinds.
Hmm.
If she do things right, okay, if she lets that man leave the house, which she should, that man gonna be tearing your kids up. And I'm not
Hopefully.
saying that, huh? No, I'm not saying he gonna be, abusing them, but he gonna be teaching them what's right and wrong.
Hopefully.
But guess what? It could have been you
Hmm.
teaching your own kids what's right and what's wrong.
Bottom line is
And
it should.
and you know what? I'm gonna tell you this: when it's not your children, a lot of times, I won't say all the time, the whoopings are harder when it's not your kid. See, when it's your kid, you have an emotional attachment to that child. But
Hmm.
when that child is not yours, a lot of times you whoop that kid a little bit harder. I'm just keeping it real.
Yes, sir. That is the truth. Now everybody's gonna have their different opinions about that, and that's okay. You're welcome to. Okay. But I wouldn't say it if we was lying. There is some truth to what we're telling you. Now, whether you want to believe us or not, that's fine. But you guys are the ones living out in the street. Y'all the ones that got to go through this on the day to day. Okay? Talking about your color, talking about your set, talking about who, what, when, where, how somebody wronged you, how you got to get them. Okay? And you got to remember, you're not just dealing with them, that other group, that other crew, that other gang. Okay? That other person that wronged you. You also dealing with law enforcement as well. Okay, and we all know black, white, red, brown, blue, what, yellow, green, don't matter. Okay, law enforcement has a problem. Okay, and they ain't been corrected that problem yet. Okay, you got a bunch of hot dogs out there that have no problem putting somebody down, especially if they're a gang member. Just,
Especially.
just saying,
And you don't even got to be a full-fledged gang member. You can just be what they call affiliated.
or a prospect.
See what I'm saying? Now see Big B Killer B, you going into a whole nother subset of being gangster.
I'm just telling the truth. Okay, because as big as these gangs claim to be, I'm sorry, ain't nothing bigger than the LAPD.
That's for
Ain't
real.
nothing bigger than Orange County Sheriff. Okay,
When they tell it to you, they ain't lying.
okay, and they got a bunch of hot dogs that do not care. Okay, and have no problem putting you down if you don't listen.
What was that term you said? You didn't say pew pew, or you didn't say, you said they put you down.
Yeah, they put you down. They put you down.
I thought they put dogs down when they put them to sleep. They put cats. They put animals down.
They do put animals down. And how do you think of the LAPD and the sheriff's department? Okay, when they got their little hot dogs, how they looking at you? They looking at you as animals, aren't they? They looking at you like you a fool, like you don't exist, like you are not an issue that they need to deal with. So why don't we just put it down? Just saying.
Wow, that's a harsh reality, man.
Just saying. Not trying to be
That's a harsh
disrespectful.
reality.
Okay. Just saying.
All right, man. Well, I guess that's the message of the day. You know what I'm saying? The conversation evolved. So, if you don't want to be put down like an animal in the street, and you'll get
Time
your
to
act
grow up.
together and get some
Yep.
education.
Okay. Just do it right by
Learn,
your family. Do it right by your family.
do right by your family. Learn a trade so you can feed your family, feed yourself, and then feed your family. But we're gonna catch y'all on the rebound.
Absolutely.
Uh, all right, brothers. This is K Twist,
And this is Killer B
and we doing what? We
talking
talking
in.
ish. Peace.
Good night.
We're all the way lit, and you're on with Talking Ish.
This is my light now, B. This is so you know, Ween. There's Ween. There's Twist up on the mic, two friends brought together just to talk at night. Remember those days, dreaming about getting paid. Now we live in the dream, no more plans delayed. Fresh thoughts, new crowd, listen up real close. Click, like, comment, and share with your folks.
Day and night, night and day. Tune into the ish we gotta say. Laughs and stories, wisdom flows with Killer B and K Twist. Anything goes.
From sitting in the room, scheming on the low, to live broadcast where the thoughts just flow. If you call in, better be on P's and Q's. Might get dragged down these avenues. We talk the talk and we walk the walk, bringing life to the dreams we used to chalk.
Day and night, night and day. Tune into the ish we gotta say. Laughs and stories, wisdom flows with Killer B and K Twist. Anything goes.
It's more the podcast, it's a vibe, it's a feel. From the basement days to our first big deal, we hustle and grind with passion so true. Every episode's a journey, come join the crew. It's more the podcast, it's a vibe, it's a feel. From the basement days to our first big deal, we hustle and grind with passion so true. Every episode's a journey, come join the crew.